The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Push him back. Push him back.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cousins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Heck of a to start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 44 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Dak finding his tight end, Witten, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Forbat able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Cousins on 1st down, and this is Cook with a grab. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 3rd and long for Cousins. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And Bailey will knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Cooper was the intended target.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Jim. Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 31. Hey, Steamer. Check 43. Check.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings have taken
I got Madden. I got old Madden.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Bailey's kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming. Watch the edge. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Slam. First. Rush in. Check.
To throw his Cousins. The pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
46.
On third down, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Right there in the middle, 55. 6-man. Check curls.
First down, Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Third and long for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this belongs to the Vikings. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Diggs has it. 30, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 73 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 47 yards. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath, the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Let's go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Swag. Defense win championships. Defense
So the
win
Cowboys in
championships.
possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ever Jefferson Griffin in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Prescott. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
27. Hey, kill. 61.
Now Prescott. And he finds Austin complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.